down and play some Terminator 2 with me. Judgement Day, of course, not the arcade version. Not the arcade version. Get out of my head! Sorry, I'm getting nightmares from this game, but anyway. Hello guys, Jasas Paidiá. Terminator 2, for my opinion, one of the best sci-fi action movies of all time, came out in 1991, and it was no surprise that games based on this movie were released. Terminator 2 Judgement Day for the Game Boy came out in the same year, and it was developed and published by no one other than our friends from Beat Studios and LGN. I'm not sure when exactly, but the first time I got in contact with this game was in a video rental store, and of course, when you see a Game Boy cover of half Arnie and half Terminator as a young boy, what else could you do than taking this game home with you? Now let us start the game and save the human race from extinction.
One interesting fact at the beginning, as far as I know, there's no official Terminator 2 game out there which has the original soundtrack. I do not know why. Maybe they didn't get the rights to include it, because I cannot believe that there was no possibility to make it because of hardware limitations. The Game Boy theme is also not bad at all, and it fits perfect to the game, but you know, we are talking about the Terminator theme. You need to be disappointed if it is not in the game. You start as John Connor in the year 2029 and you have only one mission. Destroy Skynet. Just kidding, you only need to shut down the shield to infiltrate Skynet. The game is self-explaining. You get a mission briefing at the beginning of every stage, and normally it shouldn't be a big deal to beat the stages. Except if you are not able to speak one word English. When English is not your first language and you haven't learned it because you are at the age of 6 or 7, then good luck to follow the wise words of Sarah Connor. I remember that I was desperate because of not being able to pass the shield at the end of the stage. I tried everything. I tried to jump over, to destroy the shield by shooting. Nothing happened. I even shot the power generators, but in the wrong order, and after the last one, the game over screen appeared. After several continues, I asked my father what I need to do, and finally, the war against the machines continued. Anyway, if there are no communication issues between you and Sarah, then you have an action side-scroller with a good balance between fun and competition. In the third stage, you need to reprogram the T-800 in form of a puzzle game like Pipe Dream. After this stage, you play as the T-800 in present day, and there it starts to look familiar. They built in the truck chase in LA, the Cyberdyne mission and the showdown at the steel mill. But to come back to the word competition. This is a classic game where you have only one life and no continue, which makes it pretty hard because there are many one-hit kills in this game. Touch the shield, the hunter-killer tank or the truck and you have to start right from the beginning. Jumping in the molten steel at the steel mill after beating the T-1000, which is technically correct, you guessed it, game over, start again. But this is not the hard part of the game. The real competition is that you share the same health through the whole game, and except of the fourth stage, where your health bar gets refilled because you change the character, there are no health portions in the game. Pretty tough, right? Health management level expert. But to be fair, with the good programmed controls and some trial and fail, you learn how to deal with the difficulty of this game. As I mentioned in my last video, the game has the classic Nintendo configuration, where A is for jumping and B is for action. You can shoot while jumping, running and crouching. The movement is very precise without any frustrating issues. The start button is classic for game pause and you can switch between different music options with select, like only music, only sound and so on. But to be honest, why should you turn off the music? It doesn't matter that there's no official music from the movie, but like in the intro, they found a way to create their own music, and what should I say? They did a really great job. Like for example, in the first stage where you face the post-apocalyptic world and you hear this awesome music. There's also a second more stressful theme with an electric robotic touch within. They place the music correct, and aspect like this is what good games are made of. Even if there are many positive things in the game, there are also some mistakes the team of Beat Studios has made. For example, there is a glitch in the first stage which occurs when you destroy an endoskeleton at the edge of the screen. The endoskeleton will appear over and over again till you move out to another section. In the second stage should be a timer to reach the goal, but it only appears when you touch the flashing briefing box. You can completely ignore this timer because there are no consequences when the timer runs out. There is nothing. No game over, no special enemy which kills you, nothing. The truck chase in LA ends sometime with your quick death when the truck is rushing straight forward without any sign of giving you a chance to dodge. But the reprogramming stage has a good special built-in. When you press pause, the screen freezes in every other stage, but in the reprogramming stage you will only see a clear screen with game pause written in the middle, which gives you no chance for checking the circuits without time pressure. The characters are good sized and you do not have to use your imagination to recognize something. You will face many familiar enemies from the movie, like the hunter killers and the endoskeletons from the intro scene, and the police officers and SWAT members from the Cyberdyne building. The T-1000 appears at the truck chase stage and in the final stage. The steel mill is sometimes really annoying, because the weapon drop is completely random, which makes beating the T-1000 difficult. In the steel mill there are two different weapons you can get: the machine gun and the grenade launcher, both with limited ammo. You need to push the T-1000 to the edge with these weapons until he falls on the floor and morphs into his metal version. You can also use Arnie's fists to drain his energy. The programmers tried also to capture the movie feeling by allowing you to finish him only with the grenade launcher to throw him in his hot grave.
Compared to the Terminator 2 home console games which are existing, from my opinion, this is the best one. It is fun to play, and even after beating this game so many times through the years, I still like to put it into my Game Boy. It could be a little bit longer by including at least one more stage, for example the mental hospital where you need to rescue Sarah, or a second chase stage where you need to escape from the T-1000 in the helicopter. But okay, as it is perfect. So this was my second review and I hope you liked it. If you have some wishes or questions, please leave a comment down below, and for the next time I will show you a whole new world.